just tired of shaving, and I'm 5'10", okay? I'm a giant. Imagine having to shave my legs, my cootie cat, and my armpits in the shower. It takes me 20 minutes each leg, and I still manage to come out the shower missing spots. I have to like schedule for like each part of my body. I have to schedule it a day in the week because I could not do everything one day and then take a shower. And then if I have to wash my hair, forget it. So I'm just like literally over the whole shaving thing. It doesn't work. I have to shave in a certain direction. I have to use a new razor every single time.
It's just too freaking much.
With the Nair, I can only put it on the top. I don't put it on the inside part, you know, the inside part of my vagina. I still have to go in with a razor and use that. So it was just never completely beneficial. It was too much of a hassle. Why can't you agree with me? What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sequoia. I know my setting today is a little bit different. I'm in my car. Quick disclaimer, I am going to be using, based off the title, terms like vagina, vajayjay, cootie cat, butthole, ass potentially. If any of those words make you feel uncomfortable, please do not continue watching this video. I don't want you guys to drag me in the comments. And also keep in mind, I'm not a professional esthetician or wax for a living. I'm just an innocent bystander trying this out for a first time, and I want to share my experience and my journey with you guys. So stay tuned. I'm getting ready to head in now. I am getting my first Brazilian, my bikini Brazilian. There's 3. I'm on the 3rd one, which is everything including the butthole. There's the bikini line, which is just your underwear, and then 3 fingers outside of your underwear line. And then the bikini full, which I believe is just front to back. You can leave like a landing strip, a little triangle. I don't think you can spell your nigga's name out in the, you know, with the hair. But yeah, you can, you know, leave a little bit of hair if you want. I'm getting everything completely removed. So you guys, I'm nervous. I don't know if they're gonna let me film in there, but I'm gonna try and get as much footage as I can for you guys. So I hope you enjoy. And I am back. What a trip. What a journey. If my lash looks like it's coming off, it probably is because I was tearing the fuck up. Like, it wasn't painful, but it did sting a bit in certain areas, and my eyes were just tearing up. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I did enjoy the whole experience of it, and the estheticians in there, they made it very pleasant for me. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get much footage. I feel like if I was to get footage, it'd probably just be my face as she's ripping it off. But it was very hard for me because, like, as she put the wax down, it was like pulling the hairs, and I could feel like the tension of her getting ready to pull it off. Like, we had to hold a conversation to distract myself from it, and we were talking about makeup, so thankfully I was okay. But it would have been very hard for me to record in there anyways, because it was a very intimate experience, but overall a good one. So I'm just gonna walk you guys through the process of it, you know, from start to finish, give you a little background of why I went, what it was like, what you can expect, and the whole shebang. I've always wanted to go through the hair removal process just because razors just don't cut it for me. Nair is doable, but I feel like I need something more. I went 2 weeks before, and I went to Ideal Image. For those of you guys who don't know what that is, it is a laser hair removal place. They do like Botox, cool sculpting, things like that. And just for a bikini line, they wanted $1,480 for just the bikini line. And what it is like your underwear, the triangle of the front. You put 3 fingers on the outside of where your panty line ends, and that's all they're taking off. And for $1,500, that's like a rent, okay? And it's just for like a small portion. I was like, okay, this is not really what I'm looking for. Like $1,500, you could finance it. They could, you know, debit it out your account. my payments would be like $82 every month, which is doable, but it's like, I'm not looking to spend that right now. And then it's not permanent. So they were saying if you get pregnant, go through menopause, if I take biotin supplements, which I do, it would trigger the follicles to create new hair, and then I would get new hair. So I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. Thankfully, the European Wax Center closest to me was also close to where I was at the Ideal Image. I drove over there. They gave me a little booklet. The girl I spoke to, her name was Paige. She's so cute, so adorable, so sweet. She gave me a little booklet and kind of gave me the rundown of what I could expect, the pricing, you know, the different perks of waxing. And I was like, okay. I went to Ideal Image freshly shaved because I don't know how it works. So I was completely bare already. So she's like, yeah, you're gonna need to grow your hair out to a rice grains length. So I was like, okay, well, that sounds about like 2 weeks. So I went home, downloaded the app. She told me there was a cool app. You can book appointments. So I downloaded it. I made my appointment on there. They had a discount, your first wax free. She was telling me like you get like discounted to free services, you know, minimal services for your first wax. I wanted my underarms done. I wanted Brazilian, like everything completely gone, butthole, everything included, I wanted gone. So she's like, yeah, it'd be cheaper to just get your Brazilian, your bikini Brazilian discounted and then do the underarms. It ended up being like $4 cheaper, but it was cool. So I went ahead, did that. I booked it. They were so polite. They called me the day before to confirm my appointment. Being that it's my first time, I didn't know, like, should I not wear deodorant? Should I go ahead with deodorant? She's like, yeah, go ahead, wear deodorant. They have like cleaners and stuff. They're gonna clean the surface before they wax you. You know, everything's normal, just come in, da da da. So I was like, okay, cool. So I go in there. She, you know, signs me in. She gets my ID. She tells me the price. She was very friendly. I think her name, I forget the girl at the counter's name, but she was very pleasant as well too. I was in there, the lobby, for like maybe like 5 minutes, and I'll insert the clip of what the lobby looks like.
Do you want to go ahead and pre-book your next? Yes, please. Is that issue? Yes, of course. How did you want your change? I'll just give you 2 tips.
It's very nice, very visually appealing. It looks very professional. On the wall, they have like some of the products they have there for like ingrowns, an exfoliator, smooth skin. They offer some of their own products there. And then I actually did buy one of the products. I got this Glow To It Shimmer Body Oil. And what I really liked about this is, yes, I know it's glittery, but it has like a lot of nice oils in it. So like it has jojoba, it has cucumber, soybean, sunflower is another one I seen, and something else, olive oil. So those are like, you know, as we all know, those are all really good oils. And then it's glitter. You know, I like glitter. It gives me, hold on, it's brand new, bear with me. It gives me like Fenty's, it gives me like Rihanna's, you know, Body Lava, you know, like the oil she came out with. It's literally like glitter and it makes you look really sparkly. That's what it looks like. This is what it reminds me of. And it's very lightweight. It smells so good. It's like a nice shine. And I would definitely like put this on my legs in a short dress, on my chest with something, you know, that's off the shoulder. It's originally $28. If you get a service, it's $5 off. So it was only $23, which is not bad. And this is like a good amount of product. This is 17 ounces. That's a lot of product. So for $23, I'm like, yeah, that's doable. And I got it and I enjoyed it. So I was in the lobby for like 5 minutes. She called me in the back and it looked like a dentist's office or a doctor's office. You know, they have multiple rooms and they're like, oh, we're going to be in room 2. So I go in there. When I walk into the room, it's like a table laid out like in a doctor's office. And then she has her little setup, her pot of wax, her sticks, her little circle, you know, cotton pads with like the cleaning solution on it to clean the surface. It's all very nice and perfectly set up. There was an area for me to put my bag. She was very thorough. I expected it to be very awkward but it really wasn't awkward. I don't know why I would expect it to be awkward. These people do this for a living. You know what I'm saying? It's just me overthinking. So she's like, okay, you know, just take off your underwear, put your stuff to the side, lay down. So the room is freezing cold. She's like, for now, you can keep your jacket on. I was like, oh, yes. It was so cold in there. But later on, I'm going to explain why. So I lay down and she's like, okay, do butterfly, which is just, you know, like how you would stretch. You would put have your legs straight. You would angle them in a butterfly. And she did like the outer part of my leg first, where my groin area was, like a little bit, you know, where the bikini line is. She started there. And I braced myself. So she starts talking to me and she's telling me her boyfriend's landing and we're talking about makeup. She's like, I like your makeup. What makeup do you use? And we're just getting in conversation, which I really appreciated because I was internally very nervous about the whole procedure. And it was really nice that she was making me feel so calm and comfortable. So I really appreciated that about Kayla. And that was the girl who did my session. Her name was Kayla. Very sweet. And so she, you know, pulls off the first strip. I thought it was one of the wax and then they put the paper on it and they, you know, rip off the paper, but they just literally put the wax down and they peel off the wax. So it was like a blue color wax. So she puts that on, rips it off. I'm like, ouch, it hurt, of course. It wasn't that bad. When she got to the top part, like your belt, not belly button, but like you're on top of like your pelvic area. So when she got to the top part and the lips, like that hurt the most. I didn't cry, but I was like, I was like, whoa, that's a different type of pain there. And then, you know, the part where like your butt cheek and like the last part of your vagina meets, when she got back there, I was like, whoa. Then I started to get really, really hot. And then I was like, yeah, I know why they have it so cold in here now. Everything was starting to make sense. So that was that. She kept talking to me. It was, I want to say the whole process, including my armpits, it took maybe less than an hour, maybe like 45 minutes. And it was quick. She did it in, you know, like certain parts. Like, you know, she knew what she was doing clearly as she worked around the different parts of my, you know, my vajayjay. And when she got to like the inside of the lips, like the wax was warm. I was jumping. I was like, that's just so warm. She was like right by my clit. I was like, this is personal. Okay. So then she did that. I wanted to make the procedure and the process as smooth as possible. So I literally did not shave or touch anything down there, including like this little patch on my stomach where I get like a little bitty bit of hair. I didn't shave. I didn't do anything. I just like nothing. So she's like, hey, I see you have hair. Do you want to strip for your stomach? I was like, yeah. And, you know, she didn't charge me for it, which I thought was super nice. I just didn't know how far up or down they were going to shave. So I kind of just left everything. I didn't want to, you know, interfere with the whole transition from shaving to waxing. I really did enjoy it. My armpits, it was quick, easy. I will say one thing though, being that I was sweating so badly, she was putting powder down there to help absorb the moisture. Tell me why I was sweating right through the powder. Dying. She was literally dousing me in powder. If you're moist down there, the wax won't stick. And so she's like, yeah, it's okay. I'm trying to put powder, but you're literally sweating right through. And I'm like,
I'm so nervous. This shit, it hurts. It's
nerve-wracking. It's a lot. So that was that. Then, you know, I got up, I was looking at it. I was like, this actually looks really good. So just some tips. When you go in there to wax, you cannot expect the first wax session to be, oh my gosh, my shit is gonna be popping. I'm gonna be bare. I can go on the beach, run around naked. I'm free of hair. It doesn't work like that. Your hair all has to grow on the same schedule. So I know some of us, what we tend to do is completely shave everything. And then sometimes we'll get a little lazy and then we'll shave one area just to touch it up if we're in some shorts, but we don't need to completely shave. You know what I'm saying? So being that some hair will be shorter and longer than others, some hair is still gonna be there. Not a lot. She's gonna tweeze, some of it, but you're gonna have like little fine hairs until everything grows out and gets on the same schedule, which she did advise me not to shave whatsoever. Once you start waxing, you cannot shave because it's gonna make the hair coarse, and then you're gonna mess up the schedule of all your hair growing, everything being seamless, and everywhere down there being completely wax free. Mind you, the length of the hair has to be a rice grain's length so the wax picks up everything. And I did have some, you know, finer and thinner hairs down there that would need to grow out more, you know, so I can wax everything. So when I go back to wax, I won't have those little thin hairs. They'll be long enough and growing out with the rest of the hair when I go back to have everything completely removed. I do like the whole idea of waxing just because when you shave, you're literally just chopping off the hair on the top. So even as sooner as the next day, that hair could start poking out because you didn't get it from the root, from the follicle. You literally just chopped off what's on the top. Waxing, you're snatching everything out from the follicle, and it's going to take a while for that follicle, that you know, area where the hair is, to formulate and grow all that hair back to have it start, you know, growing back out. So I like the concept of waxing. I know some people may or may not be debating if they should do it. Some tips is you want to just be disciplined. I know it may be hard to have like the hair start growing back out. You want to be tempted to shave it, but if you're going to start the waxing process, if you shave in between, it'll definitely mess it up for sure. You want to make sure you keep that area dry but moisturized, because you know, if it's like too moist, it may cause bacteria, and it's going to be very free and roomy down there, if you know what I'm saying. And you just want to keep that area well cared for. Moisturize it. My esthetician, Kayla, she did mention tea tree, and I knew tea tree was like a good oil. It helps with inflammation and redness. So going with like a little tea tree, just keep it well moisturized. And it's also good to exfoliate that surface. You don't have to do it right after the wax. I couldn't imagine doing it right after a wax because that area is already sensitive from being waxed. So maybe like the day after, or maybe if you go early in the morning, maybe at night you'd want to. But just keep that area clean, exfoliated, and let the hair grow out. And she did tell me that within 5 to 9 sessions, I would start to see like results. Results meaning like all the hair is on the same cycle. Everything is completely clean, completely bare. The pain wouldn't be so much. The hair would be a little bit more finer. It's not all gonna be put together. Overall, it's a very good procedure. I'm actually really excited for this journey, and I really do see this as something permanent, you know, a little maintenance, a little self-care. You know, I'm trying to be on a beach somewhere in a little triangle piece. Like I'm talking about a little piece just for the front, something just covering up my nipples and areolas. I'm trying to be in the skimpiest, scantiest bathing suit possible, just living life like hair free. I do want to give you a little bit about the services. Maybe you have hairy arms or your sideburn. You know, they have different services, and this is a neat little, you know, a neat little booklet they gave me. Some girls like living their best life. Like that's what I'm trying to do. We will never just wax. We will always reveal beautiful skin. Amen. And waxing also exfoliates too, in a sense, because it's getting rid of the dead skin that's down there as it's pulling out all them hairs. Okay. So another great thing they have, if you're somebody that doesn't want to like swipe your card every time, or you like to budget out your money, they do offer packages like buy 3 get 3, or you can buy 3 or 6 sessions and save X amount on the back end for services. They do offer that. I just want to go roughly, I did in the beginning of this video, for bikini they have 3 levels. I did the highest level, which is the Brazilian. They call it the Brazilian because I don't know if you guys are aware, the Brazilian models, they're in like really skimpy bathing suits and clothing, and that would require the most maintenance as far as hair. So they just call it the Brazilian because that's kind of what the Brazilians do. Like they're hairless because, right. Then they have the bikini full, which is front to back. You can leave a strip. And then they have just the bikini line. Again, as I mentioned, 3 hands outside of your underwear, and they just remove that. They have eyebrows. They have a full face package. They do underarms, which is what I had. And then on the other page, you know, it says savings you'll want to rush it for. Maybe you're somebody who's like super hairy and you know for a fact you're gonna really need to invest in these services. They do have some savings and discounts that you could participate buying those sessions in bulk. I paid $50 today. Bikini was originally $54 and the underarms was $23, but I got half off. So when it, you know, rang up the price, it was a total of $50, and then I bought a little shimmer oil for $23. So I spent like 75 bucks today in there, and I say it's well worth it. If you're somebody who's inquiring about these services getting waxed, I think you should go for it. Beauty is pain, and it's all about self-love, self-care, feeling good in your skin. And if you're insecure about going in bathing suits or really small shorts because of the hair, the ingrown hairs, and not only the ingrown hairs but the marks that they leave from, you know, us, you know, tampering with them, I say wax. I say definitely try waxing and see how it works. I'm going back on April 11th. I'm not going to do another video. Maybe, I want to say, she said 5 to 9 sessions. I think I'll probably make another video on my 6th session. So 5 more sessions from now, I'll give an update. If I see any changes as far as like pain and the hair all being caught up to the same length and I'm completely bare, there are little hairs down there, but like I said, it's more of the finer hairs that were too fine for this treatment. They don't show, they're, you know, everything is pretty much bare. Like I'm bald right now, and that's all that matters. So if you want it, go for it. Don't let anybody force you into it. Don't let nobody pressure you into it. This has to be a decision you have to make for yourself, because in a sense you are going to be a little bit uncomfortable and you want to make sure this is something you genuinely want to do. But again, I'm not an esthetician, I'm not a professional. I just did it. I love it. I'm sold. So yeah, that's the ending of this video. I did go on live a little while ago before I started filming to announce the winner for my giveaway. Aniva was the winner. Her Instagram, ANIVEAX, on Instagram. She did win. I DM'd her. Giveaways over, but I will be having more. My channel continues to grow and I love the support from you guys. If you guys want to see any content, you want me to do any certain videos, please feel free to DM or comment down below what you guys would like me to do. 2 of my lovely subscribers have requested I do certain videos already, and I promise you guys, I did not forget. I just have so many ideas and so much different content I want to put on my channel. I only get 1 day out of the week to film, so I promise it's coming. I did not forget. I'm working on it, but I love you guys. Thank you so much for your time, for your support, and I hope I kept you guys entertained and informed in this video. So go ahead, hit that like button, like this video, comment, subscribe. Tell me guys what you think about this video or the whole waxing experience, and make sure you hit that notification bell so when YouTube's algorithms decide they want to work, you can be notified that I have just uploaded another video. Okay, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.